What's good, YouTube? It's Ricky Rose coming at you with another 2K video. And my fault I did not upload yesterday. I got home from school and I was just like, I fell asleep and then I woke up and I just felt like shit. I don't know. I just didn't feel like uploading. But in this video, I already made, previous videos on how to rank up and shit, but I want to go more in depth into it. Obviously, the fastest way to rank up is running twos in my park, because in Pro-Am you don't get rep anymore. Usually people, they compare it to 2K15 and how the rec was, they used to give you VC and rep and you'll rep up faster there. But since there is no rec in 2K16, we have to settle for my park. That is the only way you can actually gain rep, and that's the only way to be able to gain All-Star 1, Legend 1, even L5. So obviously running threes, it could take about the same time and shit as running twos, but it's faster because in twos you keep getting the ball back. So you can honestly go 21-0 instantly in one shot while stopping. But in order to actually go, flawless, nowadays if you get on that court, you're most likely going to see a big center with a small point guard that could cheese, move around quickly, be efficient, shoot, and most likely they're both going to be outside. Because if the point guard ends up driving, he's just going to dish out due to the fact that he might pick up defense and try to help. So he'll pass out to the center and just try to get a little easy midi. So you got to keep an eye out on that. But obviously, the higher your grade is, the more rep that they give you. That's not really confirmed, but we assume. Obviously you do get more VC, and supposedly if you play other affiliations, like if you're from the Ballers and you play the Flyers or the Rough Riders, you get more VC. But it's not proven that you get more rep. So I don't know. I can't confirm that for you. Ronnie 2K, nobody has ever confirmed none of that. People just assume just because you're playing other affiliations, you get more VC, so you get more rep. I never, like I said, it's not confirmed, but you could, there's ways you can test it out, but I really wouldn't go that far. But if you want to rep up, I suggest you get a person, a friend, somebody that that has chemistry that you can talk to, sit in the chat for a long time, and just talk shit to him. But make sure that you have a center. You don't need a center, but it's crucial. Because when I'm running with my boy Mighty, I have a shooting guard that's 6'5" and he's 6'7" point guard. So he's taller than me. But since I'm a position behind him, as in he's a point guard, I'm a shooting guard, most likely I'm guarding the center, due to the fact that I'm a shooting guard. So it goes by, the positions. So you gotta play along. But me and Mighty, we don't need a center. Like, that's the thing. Due to the fact that we know how to move the ball, we know how to, interact, switch up, y'all need to know how to catch on to that. If you are guarding a center, and obviously, like I said, I'm a 6'5", if the center is killing me, I'm going to switch with Mighty. I'm going to tell him, Mighty, you get on the center, I got your mans. We switch constantly, and sometimes there's a little bit of a lag when you're doing, the switch, because sometimes you end up looking at your guy instead of, the guy that you switched with. So do keep that in mind. When me and Mighty end up switching, sometimes it could get fucked up. So do keep that in mind. But you do not need a center, but it will be better due to the fact that he could catch all the rebounds. And half the time, it's not even like that. Because I end up catching the boards, and even if you don't have a center, there's still a way around it. Yeah, he's bigger than you. He's going to put you in the post. He might dunk on you a few times. But 2K will only give him so many dunks to the point where he cannot make them all. And if you see him driving to the paint and you're a smaller guard, as in a shooting guard, don't jump. That's just giving him momentum, basically, to dunk on you. It's going to put you in an animation dunk. So instead of jumping, and you're a smaller guard going against a center, as in I'm a shooting guard 6'5" going against a 7'3" center, never jump. If you're a center going against a center, yeah, you're most likely going to end up blocking that shit. But if you're a guard going against the center, just keep pressing square until you rip him. You're eventually going to get a rip, and it's just like you're going to get a steal. So do keep that in mind. Never just jump. If there is a little guard, even then, I prefer to end up ripping him instead of, jumping. Because even then, they might just give him a foul if I do jump. Sometimes the rips, they do give you a foul. But more often, due to the fact that you're going against the center, they're most likely going to give you a rip. So do keep that in mind. Another thing I want to say is, if you have a computer, like if I'm being obviously a center because I am the back, I'm still using the example of me and Mike. He's a point, I'm a shooter guard. If I'm going against a computer, obviously the defense in this game of a computer is practically unbeatable. Like he'll guard you like no one has ever. It's hard to get by a computer. It's not impossible, but it's hard. Trust me, I've tried. But if you're ever stuck with a computer and he's a center, you could kill the center due to the fact that he's slow. He doesn't run as fast, and he might not even have all his stats maxed out. But if you want, you can actually just cheese the game to the fact where you just move all the way to the side, as in the 3-point line, and hold your nuts there. Once you're there, the computer is going to follow you. The computer never helps defense unless you're running in his direction. If I'm standing all the way on the side, the computer is going to be right next to me holding me for some reason. So I'm going to give the ball to Mighty every time for he could kill the opponent that's in the game. If you're going against two computers and I have a center, I need to sit there and try to get by the center due to the fact that I'm smaller than him and I can get by and get to the rim faster than him. And if you're going against the center, do not, don't do dunks. Don't do that shit, because that shit is just gonna, every time you do it, it's gonna put you either in a slow ass animation or it's gonna make you do a cockback dunk. And them cockback dunks do not work. Them shits get blocked half the time. So just do a regular layup. Even if you don't have inside scoring, I prefer you go for the layup. You'll make it the majority of the times. But hopefully, all of these tips you can absorb. I'm sorry it's going to be like an 8-minute video. But, hopefully you stood all the way through. And all of these little tips do help you. But I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, this game, I know a lot of you have recently gotten the game. And I'm telling you now, if you want to wrap up quick, I'm telling you, just go to twos. You could do threes. They're just going to take a little longer than usual. But twos is the way to go. And if you take all these tips in, I'm pretty sure you're going to be dominating on the twos just like I do. So hopefully I helped you in this video. And if I did, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, letting me know what you think or what other tips I can use for myself or anybody else that, run twos or threes that people can now absorb and actually help them with their defense or offense. But you already know who that is, man. It's your boy Rose, and I'm out of here.